Some words about Bad Education with the boys here. It has had its premiere launch on HBO the other day, Sunday, the day before yesterday, and it is a joy to watch. I mean, the examples, the role models inside are almost all bad, except, for instance, for that young journalist, the one who's putting up the story for the first time, and then they take it with the New York Times and major media outlets. Frank Tasson is the hero to begin with of the story, and then we quickly see that this is the ultimate anti-hero in the minds of everybody else except for himself. To the end, he seems to think that, and maybe he has a little point there. He tried his best to improve the standing, the chances of the school. And he could have gone for Wall Street if it was the money. Well, he took, how much was it? 4 million, 7 million, a lot of money from the schools in the end. But arguably, he could have taken 10 times more than that as an executive on Wall Street. He seemed to have the talent. Indeed, the film begins with a ceremony, a celebration of his talents. Superintendent of schools in the northeastern part of America, I think it was. And the results are excellent. They have graphs with this many people admitted at Yale, Harvard, Stanford. Well, not extravagant numbers, but whereas they had none, or 1, 2, 3. Now they have 4 here, 5 there. So they're very satisfied with that. I'm tempted to say especially since, but maybe that's the wrong way to put it. Not especially since, but also because the value of the houses has improved. That's a mantra which comes back twice, 3 times. The value of the houses of the property, which is quite high there, is the value of the schools. If you have good schools, value of the properties rise with the school. So Hugh Jackman, not generally one of my favorites, but this is the second time I see him in a few months. When he's indeed taking up challenging roles. I don't know where was that on the internet. It was the idea that actors like him look good, tall, handsome, and then that's about it. That's why they get roles. And X-Men and that, well, not my cup of tea. Termina. Now, this is challenging because, again, he starts as a hero, celebrated guy, brought success, families are happy, the children get to top schools further on. So it's all good. They have a project, Skywalk, I think it was called, wherein a lot of money would be spent, but the school will be improved because they get access with the construction from one wing, something in appearance good, but then when we get to learn and see that the good guy is actually, no, I can't say actually a bad guy, it's also a bad guy, so he has this side in full view when, for instance, he takes in his office this woman. Seem to be obnoxious, but then maybe this is just what parents are. I understand they're helicopter parents now, and the kid has to do anything. And hey, buddy, Bill Maher has those jokes. Would you like to go to school? Hey, buddy, can you stop destroying that window and the room and everything else and I don't know, $100,000 worth of property, of goods. That's the way they do it now. He will stop if he wants to. He will go to school if, I mean, you can't. Okay, so she's inside and she has this kid who has had some bad results at tests or something. And he's all ears. He's trying to look. I failed that, and then you see I'm making the math program now, and encouraging and all the expression of the Pygmalion. There's the Pygmalion myth and the Pygmalion effect. If a teacher, manager, what have you, believes in the students or the workers, then they will have good results. Like the Pygmalion myth, the guy who made a statue in ancient Greece and fell in love with it, or her, because the gods would eventually, upon his request, grant her life. And hence the myth, the effect, tested, seen. If the teacher believes in children, they're good. I mean, they're doing fine. If, on the contrary, as happened here in this goddamn French high school my daughter was in, I mean, she's fine, but the French teacher was, you're Romanians, things like that. Fuck you. Anyway, sorry for that, but that's a bad education from the movie down to real life. And so to the end, he loses with this woman. She comes again, and no, you listen. He's busy. He has the police on the tail, and because he's embezzled together with a financial analyst. Now it's too pretentious. The accountant, whatever, of the school, Pam. She took in, I don't know, 4, and he took 7, or the other way around. A lot of money. A lot of money. If flew Concorde to Europe, first class, $10,000 one way, because he took his gay. He took his partners, and he was cheating on the one he was living with in, say, New York. I'm not sure exactly what that was. And when he went to Vegas, where he bought a house for the other one. This is getting too long. You better see the movie. Excellent.